Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the land of Endiness, and the finale of the Legend of Dragoon. So, last time it was revealed that Melbu Frahma was in fact the one behind everything this whole time. And now he's merged with the core of the moon, and he intends on becoming the god of destruction himself. But you know what? We're not gonna let him. We're gonna stop him. And we don't need to rearrange our party. Yeah, too bad you're stuck here in the center of the moon. Let's go! And so, the final battle against Melbu Frahma has begun. Now here, this is how I like to always do this battle. I know some people might not recommend this, but I like to just go all out right at the start. Well, actually, first... Nah, I don't need to use the Psych Bomb. I want to make sure that, Dart... You'll see. Yeah, Melbu has pretty high physical defense. Okay, wait. Okay, let's not, like, screw up and, you know, do something stupid right off the bat. Basically, obviously, like, I want power up on Dart, power down on Melbu Frahma. I was thinking that, like, I wanted to use, like, a power up on Dart, but I was thinking that if it came to his turn next, then I wouldn't be able to, you know, use a power down on Melbu. And I want Dart to do the Dragoon special, because we're going to see the Divine Dragoon in action. Anyway, Melbu, he has quite an assortment of attacks. As you can see, he can cast some spells on you and stuff. He's also got a number of unique moves, although you could probably expect that he has that, considering he's the final boss. Also, Melbu Frahma has, I believe it's 42,000 HP total, so this is going to be a very lengthy final battle. He's using, whatever this attack is called. Alright. Divine Dragoon time. Oh, by the way, those four tentacles that you can see surrounding him, those are also their own targets. You can take those out with the Psych Bomb really easily. But I figure, why do that when we can just do Divine Dragon Ball against them? Because obviously I want to show off these attacks. Alright. Melbu looks really weird here when you don't actually see, like, the core of the moon that he's connected to. Also, I'd just like to get this out here now and say this. This is actually one of my favorite final boss battles in any RPG. And you guys will see why. I know. So far, some of you may be thinking this isn't really that impressive of a final battle. Well, believe me, it's only just beginning. There, we got them. I believe they only have about 2,000 HP, I think. Oh, well, I goofed that up pretty bad. Ah, we don't need to use Rose Storm. So yeah, like any good final boss, Melbu Frahma has multiple forms. And unfortunately, when he changes forms, it kills the Dragoon special status, you know, the field is gone. I'm pretty sure that lowered our attack bar. I wasn't expecting the first form to die that quickly. Basically, Melbu, he changes forms around, like, roughly every 10,000 HP or so. He didn't even get to use his unique attacks. But, okay, so since you didn't get to see them, I'll say what he does. He probably would have done it the next turn, but Melbu, he has an attack where he calls down, like, 3 Virages. It's like one of them, like... It's like he like, calls down, like, 3 regular I call them Virages. Very old habit there, because I used to say Virage instead of Virage, because I used to pronounce it wrong. But yeah, it's like he calls down 3 Virages, and they all, like, fire a beam at the party. And he also has a attack that he can do where he petrifies you. He only does that at a very specific point, though. It's like eventually he will, like, kind of go into, like, a guard stance, and if you attack him during this point, you will get countered. I'm, like, yapping and not fully paying attention to what I'm doing here. But yeah, he'll counterattack you. And, well, it's like after that, he will do a petrification beam. It's actually the beam that he shot at Void. That's... If I'm correct, though, that's all the unique stuff that form can do, though. Now, as you just saw, what this form can do is kind of annoying. He likes to suck in one of your characters, and they'll be trapped in there for a little while. He'll eventually spit them back out at you. Man, I am doing really, really bad at these specials. Also, if you look up to the upper left of Maru, you probably noticed, like, when he transformed. But, yeah, you can actually see Melbu's face there. Oh, good, we got a perfect. The perfect animation for this attack is pretty cool. It's kind of like a miniature Divine Dragon Cannon. But yeah, this form is, again, really easy. So yeah, after he sucks in a character, he'll do this attack, which is basically his own version of Divine Dragon Cannon. And then after nailing you with that, like after another turn or two, he'll shoot the character back out at you. I always wonder what this form was supposed to be, though. I think it looks kind of like a heart, if you ask me. Like, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be like a reference to Grand Jewel, because I guess you could say it's also a little bit like Grand Jewel, but I think it looks like a heart. Not entirely sure if that's supposed to represent anything, or symbolize anything. Also, you might notice that when he sucks a character in, the background actually gets reversed. It's like the lines, it's like if he doesn't have a character inside of him, the lines are like flowing, you know, away from you, like towards the distance back there, and there's like a light. But if he sucks in a character, then it reverses, and there's like a black hole back there. It's an interesting touch. Oh, good, got a perfect again. Okay, are you gonna spit Maru back out, like, sometime this century, Melbu? But yeah, the way I fight this boss, I always like to just go all out with the Dragoons at the very beginning, and then for the rest of the fight, I usually just stick to the human forms. I don't know why, I just always like doing it that way. Although, I will say a good reason for it is the final form actually, well, the final form, I'm going to say it now because he may or may not do it, but the final form of Melbu, he actually can mimic the Dragon Block staff. So if you have all your characters in, you know, Dragoon form during that form and he uses that, you're pretty much screwed. And by screwed, I mean your attacks are going to be doing under 100 damage, and he'll be doing, like, probably 4 to 5k to your whole party. If they're all Dragoons. That is how crippling the Dragon Block staff effect is, so yeah, don't do that. Anyway, speaking of forms, he should be entering his third form before too long here. I need to stop messing up my additions. This is the final battle! Okay, here we go. And here we have the third form. And this is probably my personal favorite form out of all of them. And obviously, you can probably guess, yes, part of it is because the background is just awesome. I mean, look at that night sky. I think it's actually the same graphic as the other one, like in the Wingley area. But there's also something, I like the background. Like, look at the background back there. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, obviously, this whole place is supposed to be like a massive canyon. Like, think like the Grand Canyon or something, just even bigger. But there's, like, water everywhere. Like, I don't know, there's just something about, like, the side of this huge, like... just this huge, like, desert canyon, but, like, water flowing through it everywhere. I don't know, it's just beautiful to me. This is, like, probably my favorite part of the whole fight. But speaking of the fight, let's get on with it. Now this specifically is the form that I don't, like, want to kill too fast, because this is the form that has some attacks that I would actually like to show off. And not just an attack, it can do something else which is rather unique. And he's finally in the yellow. You guys will see what that is. Although at this rate, I don't know. You know, since I don't, like, have the added attack power from the Giganto rings, we'll probably get to see what this form can do regardless. Okay, here's this attack. You know, I said the final boss also has this attack. Well, here we go. Yeah. Let's go ahead and pop a healing breeze. It's like, Sephiroth, you may be able to destroy solar systems, but Melbu Frahma shoots freaking galaxies at you. Okay, now, this right here, these little bomb stars, basically, they'll shoot up in the air, they'll explode and rain down on you. Like, they explode into, like, little shooting stars that damage you a little bit. It's better to just ignore them. Sometimes they don't do anything. You know, I was never exactly sure what this form is actually supposed to be, though. I think maybe it's supposed to be some kind of spaceship or something. I also wonder where Melbu's face is, because you can generally see Melbu's face on all of his forms, but I don't know if you can actually see it on this form. It might be that little thing to the right there. Like that little brown part on the right front of him there. I don't know. It's hard to see from this angle. You can't really get a good look at it, but that might be his face. Okay, here we go. This is what I really wanted to show. Yeah, this form can actually change the time of day. And depending on what time it is, like whether it's day or night, he has different attacks. So now that he's switched it to day, he's going to have some more unique attacks. One of which is actually one of Faust's attacks, which I think he should be doing pretty shortly. Yeah, we're gonna end up seeing it regardless, probably. Oh yeah, another thing that this form can do, he can also block your commands.
Blossom Storm.
He's like the only boss other than... Oh yeah, he also does this. But yeah, he's like the only boss other than the Polter Armor that can actually do a command block on you. But once you pass this form, the command block dispels. And I'm guarding because I really want... oh, here we go. He's doing it now. I want to show off the special attack before I beat this form. I don't want to do too much more damage to him. Okay, you're just blocking items. That's not a big deal. Normally, I wouldn't do anything like this for a final boss battle, but it's like, I don't know, Melbu's attacks are just so cool, some of them. Like, I just want to show off what he can do. And it's not really putting me in danger or anything, because obviously, as overpowered as I am, this is easily survivable. Oh, he didn't do it. Huh. That's weird. I thought he was guaranteed to do that. But yeah, eventually he'll switch it back to night, as you can see. That's weird. I thought he was guaranteed to do that attack. Well, since he's not doing it, I don't want to draw this out anymore now. Since he's not doing it, I'll explain what he does. Like, basically, he flies up. Like, he'll fly up above the clouds, and then he'll shoot down this really huge, he'll, like, shoot down a giant, sunball at you. It's you know the giant red, like, fireball attack that Faust opened the fight with? Yeah, he does that, except it's not nearly as powerful as Faust's. I want to show that off, but oh well. If he doesn't want to use it, whatever. And we beat this form. And here we have the final form. Oh yeah, and if you guys are wondering what the Generations thing is about, I'm not really sure why they do that, but it's cool. Like, it's anyone's guess as to what it's really supposed to mean. I mean, it's obvious what it is. It's like, it's showing, like, the creation of the world, basically. It's like, you know, it started with nothing, and then it's like, you know, the land, the mountains came up, and then water, and then, you know, there was life. And then it shows, like, basically the rise and the fall of humanity and stuff. Because it showed, like, civilization, you know, the rise and fall of civilization. It showed all the people from throughout the ages, and then everybody just dead. Oh, this is the confusion attack right here, by the way. And then the 7th and final generation, the one we're on right now, this is supposed to represent, like, the end of the world. This is when, you know, the Virage Embryo, God of Destruction, destroys the entire world. So this right here is basically representative of what Melbu wants to bring about. So, yeah, we don't want the world to look like this, do we? So, let's stop this Mad Wingly.
Blossom Storm!
Now, I mentioned that the previous form has one of Faust's attacks. Well, guess what? This form actually has the rest of Faust's attacks. He can do the tornado move, he can do the big ice ring move, and he can also do the thunder move, the Thor's hammer. Oh, and he can do this, which is interesting. Dang it, Dart. Let's go ahead and use a healing fog on Maru. We just have to hope that, you know, confusion cures after a bit. Okay, here comes the tornado move. You know, I'm gonna turn Maru into a Dragoon. I want to see if I can trigger him to do the Dragon Block Staff thing. Which I know doesn't sound like a smart idea, but the reason I'm doing it is because it's pretty interesting the way it works. Like, it's an aspect of the battle that I haven't even seen, like, everybody show off. Like, I've watched several people, like, fight Melbu Frahma on, you know, videos before, and I usually don't see, like, anybody, like, show this off. I'm not entirely sure what triggers it. I think you have to have at least one Dragoon on the field. Maybe you have to hit him with Dragoon magic or something. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to take it a little easy on him, though, because, yeah, it's like, I want to see if he'll do this. Okay, and he's also got this attack. It's kind of like the Archangel's attack. Except this version doesn't reduce you to 1 HP, it just does really heavy damage. Okay, I'm gonna hit him with Diamond Dust to see if this makes him do anything. I'm not sure if he's gonna do this. Oh, here he's doing it. This is it. So yeah, he actually spawns these two monster things. And then he transforms. He basically turns into Melbu Frahma Spaceship 2.0, and here comes the Dragon Block Staff move. You see why I wanted to show this off, though? It's more than just casting Dragon Block Staff and reducing Dragoon power. It actually... It's pretty interesting, because he, like, brings out the two freaky-looking monsters and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and toss a Healing Rain here. I can't believe Dart is still freaking confused. Maybe I should have brought a Mind Purifier. Okay. Well, at least you guys get to see just how pathetic a Dragon Block Staff Dragoon is. Yeah. Oh, finally. Okay. Hopefully Maru don't die, but if she does, we can just revive her. Now, these monsters here can also do their own special little thing. One of them probably will. You'll see what I'm talking about if it does it. Oh, Maru might get killed here. Yeah, look at that. Just a regular attack did that much damage to her. See, that is how weak a Dragon Block staffed Dragoon is. So imagine if the whole party was in Dragoon form with like 3 or 4 turns left, and this guy used that attack. Yeah. That would kind of suck. What would be even more amazing, though, is if you actually beat him like that. Like, if he just had, like, so little... Oh, this is lucky. If he just had, like, so little HP left that, like, he actually, actually died from, like, a 30-something damage attack. That would be a pretty epic finisher, I think. Anyway, at this point, I'm just gonna go all out on him. It's time to bring this fight to an end. Yeah, I wanted to show this part off, because it's the part that, like, not everybody shows. Like, normally, like, they either don't use Dragoons during this part, or they just kill him so quickly that he doesn't get a chance to do it, so I just thought I would show this off. I don't really care if the monsters, do their thing or not. I'll explain after the battle what they do. If they don't do it.
Blossom Storm!
This might be the final blow.
Blossom Storm!
Oh, not yet. We got him on the ropes, though. Oh, that sucked. I would question how Dart's even hitting him, but game logic. And yeah, Melbu doesn't actually do anything during this form. He just relies on the little monsters. Okay, it seems like they're probably not going to do it. I'll just go ahead and explain what they do. Basically, one of the monsters can basically, he'll take one of your Oh, now that the Dragon Block Staff effect expired, I think the monsters actually disappear at this point. Oh no, they're still there. But basically what they'll do is they'll actually take one of your characters away, and then the monster will actually replace that character in your party. And they can either attack or do like a full heal move on the whole party, which is weird. Like, I don't know why the monster like takes your place and fights against Melbu for you, but it's weird. After a few turns, though, it'll return your character to you. Alright, that's it. We beat him. So yeah, when you defeat Melbu Frahma, Dart will automatically transform into the Divine Dragoon and finish him off. And this is where I'm going to shut up. Enjoy the amazing ending, guys.
have been waiting for this moment.
I kept you waiting so long. I'm sorry.
What?
Dare you? Inferior humans cannot outshine me, a god.
Rose, the time has come. This is the end of our long journey.
Zeeg,
Could you come with me?
yes. I will never leave you again.
Dart, you have grown up.
Father?
I couldn't do anything for you as a father. Please forgive me.
But Father! We finally met! This isn't fair!
Dart, I'm so glad I met you.
Rose! Father!
Go, Dart.
My role has ended. Blaze the way to the future by yourselves.
This is your age to live. With Shauna. What are you talking about? We can all live together.
We were never meant to exist in this age.
No!
My age ended in remote antiquity. Farewell, Dart, and thank you.
Rose! Father!
I'm just gonna say, yeah, when I first beat this game, that was pretty much the most epic thing I'd ever seen. And to this day, it's hard to think of an ending to an RPG that's more explosive and action-packed than that one was. And yeah, even though this is technically a cutscene here, I'm still gonna talk over it because there's some things I want to say. First off, I'm gonna say, when I was a kid, you know, playing this game for the first time, that confusion attack that Melbu did, I game over to the final form so many times because of that attack. That's why ever since then, I would always use panic guards. In fact, I think that's how I beat Melbu originally. I finally, like, had the brains to equip some panic guards to help protect against it. As long as you have two characters that are, you know... like two characters that aren't confused, you can easily get through it. It's pretty much the worst thing that form can do. I love endings like this that actually give closure to the characters and show like what everybody got up to, you know, after the final battle and final events of the game. Also, you might notice those birds flying around. Well, they have a reason for being there. And Albert and Princess Emile got married? Looks like Dart and Lavitz got to have that drink after all. And Celis is getting rebuilt. There's Shauna. I just love this ending. Just all the good feels. Now I'm gonna shut up for this. Credits music is amazing. The end. And if you still believe, it's such an amazing credits music. Anyway, that's it. We have reached the end of the journey, the end of the Legend of Dragoon. And yeah, it's pretty easy to pick up on, but yeah, those two birds, the red bird and the bluish bird, they are probably Zeeg and Rose reincarnated, so even after dying at the Divine Tree's explosion, they're still, watching over Dart and all of his friends, and I'm guessing this right here is supposed to be like the ruins. I don't know. I think this might be the site of the explosion, because there was the Red Eye Dragoon and the Dark Dragoon spirits right there together. All around, really, really good ending to a really good game. Legend of Dragoon really is one of my favorite PlayStation RPGs, and definitely one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and I'm really glad that I was able to share this game with all of you, and bring this LP to my channel for all of you to watch and enjoy, and, well, we all went on this journey together, and here we are at the end, so that's it. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and see you all next time!